We can pray with others using 3 methods. I'm usually against methods because a method or a technique means, one, that someone knows this technique more than you. So a hierarchy comes up. This person knows more, I know less, and we start getting into this thing. There is someone who is more special than me by virtue of knowing something more, and it's not a reality. The real reality is that at a level of soul, we are one with the same characteristics of godliness. We can wish upon the other person. Just imagine that the person in our group who needs help has a smiling heart and all the brain cells are shining, because brain cells are where we keep our memories of our life. So just we imagine that we are like that and the other person is like that. So that's the first form of prayer technique. The second is we chant mentally, Om Namo Shiva, Om Namo Shiva, Om Namo Shiva. And we offer the prayers to the person who needs help. So that's the second technique. We offer the prayers to the second person. We chant mentally, Om Namo Shiva, Om Namo Shiva, Om Namo Shiva. The third is we become instruments of pranic energy or healing energy, as we call it. Become an instrument of healing energy or pranic energy. We imagine the symbol of any religion, be it Christianity with cross, be it Hinduism with Om, be it the circle or the face of Buddha, either in the center of our thinking, which is center of the forehead, we imagine these symbols, or in the center of our heart. And by drawing these symbols in our territory, which we call our body, this territory of ours becomes an instrument of the universe. So we start to send through ourselves Om as instruments of this healing energy, not as owners, but as instruments. We receive this energy as grace, as Sakina, as Prana, as Manna, different names same, from the crown. We receive it like a rain. Oh, Namo, it goes to our heart. Shivai, we send it to the other person. And it can be any religious chant. Ami. First part, receiving the grace as golden light falling from the crown. Me going to the heart. From the heart sharing light to the other person that you want to be healed. Ami. Om. And then total silence. The shining of light to the other person. Om. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. So these are the 3 basic healing techniques to help the person in the our group. Just offering, for example, first of all, just wishing the other person that the other person is well. Just the intention is enough. We imagine that the other person in our group is having a smiling heart and golden thoughts in the head. Just imagine that. And as we imagine that, we become instruments of the energy of spreading love. And what is love? Light, laughter, and that is what brings around the healing. The second technique, we imagine the symbol of God. The first one is just pure intention of seeing the other person as a happy person. The second is we mentally chant and feel, draw the symbol of God in the center of the forehead or in the center of heart. Amen. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And our prayers we offer as a bouquet to the person who needs healing. Om Namo Shivaya. And when you are working with anyone, you can ask before you do this, do I have your permission to help you to be healed? And most of them say yes. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. The third technique is we all become instruments of the pranic healing energy. When I say Om, we receive blessing of pranic, Shekinah, enlightenment, healing energy from the crown of our head. Om. I can see it's happening for all of us. Om. Namo, it goes to your heart and you shower it. You shower the other person with pure love from your heart. Shiva. So the symbols of God, the cross, Om, Buddha's circle of infinity, or any symbol of God, will open that part of your body where you imagine, in the forehead or the center of your heart, and then becoming an instrument of the healing energy of love flowing through us to others. Om and silence in three parts. O, receiving from the crown. Ma, spreading love from your heart. And yourself also having a smile, no seriousness about it. No seriousness. If you become serious about meditation, you're doing something wrong. Like not a wild laughter, but a smile in your heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Now to tune yourself up. Most of us, when we open our eyes, we see our body and we think of the body, and we are limited therefore by the body. It is like a Ferrari car driver who loves his car so much that whatever happens to the car, he starts thinking, oh, I can go at, let's say, 400 kilometers. I have this body, I have this, I need petrol, I need this. And all the identification with the means of transport impacts us very deeply in the current society, because we start to think ourselves that we are this car. And then what happens? So when we think, our eyes are open, we see our body, we think we are the body. The three characteristics, there are lots of characteristics to the body, but they become reflected in our understanding of ourselves. So the body is going to die, 100%. You know it, you see it everywhere. It's a miracle that we live. It's not a miracle that we die. The fact that we live is a miracle. The fact that we live is the miracle. So we start to focus on the death of the body. But when our eyes are closed, we don't really have a form. Just because water is there in a glass, it has the form of the glass, but water doesn't have any shape. So does our soul not have any shape. The shape is of the car, the body. And just like if you put a red ruby in a glass of water, we start to think, oh, the water is red, because the ruby in the water is red. But if you take out the ruby, ruby has got different characteristics. The light of the ruby is not the light of the glass or the water. It's an illusion because we carry forward the characteristics of the body, we put them on the soul. So because the body dies, we start to think that the soul also dies. And these are two different things. As I said, the body is just your instrument. It's just your car. And the body has got likes and dislikes. So because it has got likes and dislikes, the body, and different people have different likes and dislikes. If you go to India and offer to caviar, a lot of people will start puking. And if you go to Russia, everyone will love you. So it's a different thing. These are just fish eggs, but different people have different expectations, different bodies, different likes and dislikes. One person likes sour, the other person likes sweet. It's just a game. But we start to think that our body is also having likes and dislikes. The third characteristic that the body has, the body is associated with your personality. The personality thinks that it has a name, it has a life, basically memories in our head. And those memories can change. We can drink 50 grams and think, oh, how wonderful my childhood was. Then 100 grams, we can, oh, it was, my parents were strict or not so strict or whatever. These memories, so that they are not objective memories. So whatever life we had or will have, it is not an objective commitment. So when we look for truth, the soul level, it does not have a depth. It does not have likes, dislikes, and because it does not have likes, dislikes, it does not have any fear, anger, and those things. That is all your personality, or rather our personality. And because it does not have at a soul level likes, dislikes, it doesn't have, oh, I should avoid this, this I want more. It doesn't have any fear. And because it doesn't have any fear, it doesn't need anything, not even this body. Not even this body is needed by the soul energy locked up in our bodies. Because when our eyes are closed, we just see the body functioning. We think that we are the body, other person are body, everyone is a body, and then we live like biological, very restricted people, always having like, dislike. Like dislike means that then we want something, we want to avoid something, those, and whatever we want doesn't always work out, so we will have angry. Why did I not like? Why did this happen? This thing happened which I do not like. So then that creates anger, and then anger becomes fear. Oh my God! And supposing this will be my permanent status, I will always be with this or that, etc. So all these likes and dislikes end up with us having lots of anger and fear. But when we are focusing on the soul power, the soul does not have a like dislike, therefore it does not have any fear. Therefore right now each one of us, whether or wherever we are, time does not exist for us right now. Time. One thing happens after the another thing happens after the another. All our past life, present life, future life, that belongs to the body. Our body works through the time. A room is a time and our body walks through it, or the room goes through us. It can happen both ways. So time is something so strange that no one discusses it. Not even scientists. We can count time. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. We can count. But just because you can count, and those also are very, very subjective things. No one really has seen a one. You have seen one thing, but have you seen a one? No, it's a conditional thing. So we try to think that we understand time, but we don't. Just like we start to think that we are this, our car, which is our body, and the body has got likes, dislikes. We get all the time confused. We see ourselves as body, we see the other people as our bodies. And then we start to think, because the body has got 3 characteristics: death, likes, dislikes, stories of their life, but has got a lot of restrictions. The body does not know everything. In fact, we don't like people who are supposed to know everything. The body is not everywhere. It's just wherever you are in one place. And the body, sometimes we will be doing good things and sometimes we will be doing bad things in our search for love. So the body has got those 3 things. But when we close our eyes and imagine a symbol of God inside the territory or the universe that is locked up inside our body, we start getting directly, we become aware, and that is what activates the shower of blessings from the crown of the head. The blessings go and we can feel it. Oh, and no matter where you are, we are all becoming instruments, not of the body, not of the personality, but of the higher force, which does not belong neither to time, neither to place, does not have a name, does not have a face, does not have a form. Just like water in a glass. Think of it like that. In a glass there is water, and in the glass you put up a ruby, and everyone thinks, oh, this water is red, but it is the ruby's characteristics, and the shining is coming from the ruby. But we think, oh, this water has got the shape of the glass, etc. So all those misconceptions start to happen. But when you take out the ruby, the water, and you pour out the water, there is no form. So similarly, our soul has got no form, no limitation, and even time and space are not really there. These are all for the body. In its purest form, the soul has got no likes, dislikes, has got no death, because that only happens with the body. And because it doesn't have any like, dislike, it doesn't have any fear or anger. It doesn't want to avoid anything. It doesn't want anything from the universe, not even the body it needs. That total wholesomeness, when we do not need anything from the world, not relationship. I'm also guilty of that. Okay, so I'm speaking ideally, so that slowly, not in a limited way, but unrestrictedly, we can all free ourselves as a group. We slowly go towards the ideal, and the ideal is to get close to this formless, nameless, storyless force of love which is inside our body and it is not restricted by the body, then only you can be a healer. If you will think that you are just a body, then you can only work with the body. But all of us are becoming healers of unknown energy flowing through us, unnamed. Soul is also just a convention because you can't describe it. There's no way you can describe it. The force that is flowing through all of it, you can't describe. Neither can we describe time. Neither can we describe in reality space. All the mathematicals, all the scientists, they take time to be the framework, so they don't have to explain it, that these are absolutes. Quantum, and that Einstein what has proved, that these are codependencies are there, space and time can change. But when you build a house on this planet, you do not think of relativity. You just think of 2 plus 2 is 4, and these are straight lines and all that. You do not take into consideration that straight lines meet at a point of infinity. That we start to do when we have to go beyond the planet. When you are flying to the moon or beyond, then you need quantum mechanics and what is called a sense of the as absolute. Okay? For our daily life, which most people work at, they want to take themselves as a body, and that's a physical. But when you want to become a healer, then you have to become the nameless, not explicable energy flowing through this body. So you become infinity. And to become infinite, we are going to do a small exercise. We are going to do a small exercise to become aware of our infinity inside us. And infinity is not constricted or restricted by body, by form, by name, by memory, by like, by dislike. So to get to the infinity, when you get to the feeling that you are getting in touch with the infinite inside you, 3 things will happen. By becoming closer to this inexplicable, beyond senses and anything rational that you can imagine, this force flowing through this body, which is when you close your eyes, you can't say that you are just a body. There is no shape, there is no time, there is no space. So you become free, and when in your mind's eye you say, I am this infinity and I don't have any need of even this body, then you don't have fear of death. Because most of our fears about this body, instead of curing us, like someone asks, oh, I'm positive, so why is this happening? The body will still be dying, whether we are positive or negative. Positive people, if positivity would show that, okay, we will be living forever, then everyone will be positive, because then you don't not need faith. In reality, death is the norm. Life is the exception. That's why we celebrate it. But you will see everywhere that even where there is concrete, there should be no grass, but it grows. Concrete is so hard to break, but grass grows there. You'll see it around in the city everywhere. So life is the exception, and it is a very powerful force that is flowing through you, the force of life. But when we live on the planet, we start to restrict it by associating, just like the glass and the ruby in the glass. We associate the qualities of death of the body with the qualities of the unmentionable, inexplicable, indescribable, undescribable, maybe, probably. Something that words cannot just describe. That force in your body. You start to mix up the body's characteristics with the characteristics of the soul, which has got all and no characteristics. But in your mind's eye, when you will say, I am infinity, I do not have any fear. I do not have any need. I do not have any requirement. At that very moment, you get in touch with godliness, and touching godliness means that you will have three qualities of God straight away into your soul. When you will not see yourself as a body, you will start to see yourself as infinity. Three things will definitely happen. You will become infinite love. You will become infinite love is infinite healing power. You will become infinity. You will become whole. Whole is someone or something that does not need anything in your life. Your life is just a show. Imagine if you are on the show, you are an actor, and someone gives you a prop, $1,000, or someone gives you $1 million. Doesn't really affect. It's just a theatrical show. The main thing is you are acting and you're playing and you're good with that. Whether someone gives you this cardboard money or doesn't give it to you, what difference? It's a theater. So you will become whole, which means you will not need anything from the world. And the third factor is that you will become, by becoming pure love, by going towards pure love inside you, just even the thought will make you whole. That means not needing anything. Without any judgments, you will become fearless. Those are the real qualities of the soul with which you will, when you will get in touch, immediately your intuition and everything will click on. So I'm going to take a look into the screen right now. I'm going to be initiating, no matter where you are, what you are, with your own birthright of becoming free of all restrictions of the body. This fear of death, like, dislike, I need this thing from my life, I don't want that, etc. All those things, so that you become a pure healer through which this light and love and laughter is flowing to everyone on the planet and in the universe. So take a look at the symbol of infinity behind me. It's like an 8, basically, an 8 lying down. And with this symbol, we'll try something different. We are going to be opening your intuition so that you will know what can happen, what has happened, what you need to be understanding and knowing in your life. You will become aware of it. How? Take a look at the symbol behind me. Close your eyes, and to clean up your car, your body, the universe inside. When I say Om, gently breathe in. Om. Now let it go to your heart and shine blessings on everything and everyone as you become an instrument of the healing light. Namo Shiva. Breathe out as if from the heart. Shiva. So that you form a circle, cleaning all your brains of all thoughts, your heart of all your pain and anger and thoughts from the past. You become whole. You do not need anything from the world. Because you do not need anything from the world, you don't have any fear whether you will have or something. So the technique is focusing on the symbol of infinity. Now I'm going to be telling to you the point where, with closed eyes, you will imagine the symbol of 8 at the end of your nose. And 3 times, Om, breathe in, Om Namo Shiva. Breathing out from your heart and spreading love, light and laughter. Om Namo Shiva. Breathing in from the nose and spreading Om Namo Shiva. Om, so that your body becomes you become an instrument. You get in touch with the divine force that is flowing through your body but is not your body. Your soul doesn't have a name, doesn't have a history, doesn't have a like, doesn't have a dislike. Your soul is absolutely always at peace. Likes, dislikes, your name, what happened in your life, those were all characteristics of your body which you gave to the soul. But now you're getting in touch with the soul power that connects you, me, and everyone. Because space and time are not really understood. But these are two connectivities. Everyone and everything on this planet is connected by space and time. So we are all one force. But when you are thinking you are the body, you are restricted. Now you are getting in touch with the infinity of love inside you, and you are uncovering your infinity. So that is why, imagine the 8 on the end of your nose. I want you to very, very microscopically, with microscopic action. So gently, very gently, draw 3 times 8 with your nose, with the end of your nose, very gently. So the first time you draw the 8 in front of your hand, it can be standing 8, it can be lying down 8, but 8 is the symbol of going beyond the harmony on this planet of 7. So on this planet, there are 7 notes, 7 colors, basic, 7 harmonies. We go beyond these to the 8th level. Beyond the body and the 7 notes of harmony, we go beyond. So each time you draw Om Namo Shivaya and you draw the 8 from the end of your nose, draw the symbol of 8 lying down. That is the symbol of infinity, and Shiva is also infinity. Om Namo Shiva. Om. The first time you do it, it takes you beyond your body, mind, intellect, beyond this world, beyond the universe, beyond seen and unseen, beyond all categories and explanations. Go deep inside yourself where only this pure, nameless energy of life is flowing, connecting you and everyone through time and space. But you are not the restricted body. You are this life force inside everything and everyone. So you reclaim your power to be infinity. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Draw the infinite 8 with your nose slightly. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo. Draw it 9 times now. Om Namo Shiva. Go deep inside yourself. You are free of these characteristics that you thought you had. You do not have any likes, dislikes. You are reclaiming your soul power. You do not have any needs from the world, so you are whole. You do not have any likes or dislikes, so you do not have any anger. Why I have this, why I do not have this. You are fully reconciled and total bliss. You have no fear, and you are just a shining light, seen for everything seen and unseen on the planet, in the universe, in this dimension, in this creation. In all creations, you are at the center, spreading infinite light. As infinite, as an infinite, inexplicable, undescribable soul power. You spread love, light, and laughter, and you heal yourself also. You remember, you can see your time in this body and heal yourself. You can see the perfection of your life and universe. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Now in this deep, when you are in touch with the soul power gives you the 3 characteristics that we know of God. It makes us omnipotent. We can do everything inside the universe of our body and thoughts, which is a reflection of the universe around. We become omniscient. You can know everything about your life that you need for your spiritual evolution. Anything that you need, you can ask and you will get the clarity. And you are beneficent, omni-beneficent, your total love. Now, with closed eyes, draw eye or one very gently with your nose, because that means yes, 3 times. Yes, yes, yes. So 3 times your nose will go up and down slightly, saying yes to all these 3 qualities inside you. These qualities are of God, but you at a soul level are God. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And now you can ask yourself any question that you need for your spiritual growth. I'm going to repeat it. You can ask yourself during this stage, you can ask yourself any question, and the question can only be yes and no, because the word is just a positive force. There is no negativity in it. There is a play of less love, so that there is a contrast, so that there is an adventure on this planet. So with your nose, you can, when you draw one, you're saying yes. Now you can ask yourself any question, and if the answer is yes, your nose will go up and down. But if the answer is no, you may not even be able to formulate the question in your head, or the knowledge may not help you become spiritual. But you can ask for any knowledge that you need, any clarity that you need. Knowledge is basically what you need in the books. Clarity is what makes you free. Information is just data. Do not overboard yourself with data and techniques, etc. Just be in touch with infinity. And then the knowledge which is being shared with you, when it becomes a part of your life and making you a pure, loving force of light and laughter, that's what love is, then that is clarity, because you are setting yourself free with clarity by imbibing it, by becoming the clarity. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. You can ask yourself any question about your death, or previous death, or this death, or life, or disease, or relationship, whatever will help you to become more spiritual. You can ask, but the answer, if it is in positive, your nose will show it to you by going slightly up and down. If it is a negative, that means it's not supposed to be happening, or this knowledge will not help you become spiritual. You may not even be able to say it. So the negativity doesn't not even exist. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And it can be any mantra. Slowly you breathe in, breathe out. The internal force of pure love in you is flowing out and flowing in. It's not even in the body anymore. The center of your universe is not your body. Your center of the universe is deep inside your heart, which is the heart of everything and everyone. The heart of the ant, the heart of your neighbors, the heart of your people. It's all converges at one point of infinity. Infinity has no center. It's everywhere and nowhere. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo. You see yourself as infinite love, helping everyone and everything, including yourself. You have no more past pain, fear, anger about what has happened or what will happen in the future. You are totally fearless. Your total infinity of pure love, radiating pure love from your heart, filling your whole universe, and that gets reflected in the universe around you with pure love, helping everyone, all the people who are suffering from COVID, all the people who are suffering from other diseases. Just Om Namo Shiva. You don't own this blessing of pure energy which you have activated in your heart and soul. You don't own it. It is there for everyone to enjoy. Om Namo Shiva. 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 Wherever you are, you will be able to absorb and hear the harmony of the 7 notes of sound. Open your own infinity. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. And the vibration of Om Namo Shiva, they remove all your internal fears, insecurities. You are able to manage your life completely fearlessly. Whatever happens, you try your best, and whatever happens, you are able to accept it. You are able to manage even your death, because the body is not the key focus thing. It may go, it may be well, it may not be well, but you will be able to manage the situation without stress. As long as we are on this planet, 35% of the time things will go well, 35% of the time things will be going another direction, 35% of the time between them. So use this opportunity, use the symbol of infinity. Again, the focus is that you imagine the symbol of infinity, understand that you are getting in touch with infinity beyond your body, thereby going beyond the characteristics that you are associated with the body, the characteristic of death, the characteristic of being restricted, the characteristic of being need of something. All those things belong to your body, your name, whatever has happened in your, all those belong to the body. But inside the body, flowing without a form and without any fear, anger, or any restriction of the body, deep inside you is the soul power. To awaken that, you focus and draw with your nose. You focus on the end of the nose with closed eyes and draw 8 and see Om Namah Shiva. I am becoming infinite. Om Namah Shiva. I am getting in touch with my infinity. Om Namah Shiva. And as you go deep inside yourself by drawing with 8 and focusing on at the end of the nose, you will get the authority, your own power of understanding your life, other lives if need be. But we have to focus on understanding ourselves. We should not be getting into. So sometimes when the question is there, it's about you and needed for your spiritual growth, you will get the answer. Immediately your nose will go up and down, drawing a positive I or 1. The first symbol. Om Namo Shiva. And if it's a negative thing or you don't need to be knowing it, it won't help you with the question. Even just when you are in that state, the question also may not come up. You may not be able to even formulate the question. So Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Focus on the symbol of infinity in front of your nose and gently draw it. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. And you will fall into a hypnotic trance that will take you immediately beyond identifying with your body. And the moment you don't identify with this means of transport, the body, immediately you are getting in touch with the soul power. And the soul power has got what? No restriction of time, space, formless, omnipotent, omniscient. That's why you can know everything about yourself that you need. And pure love, beneficent, only beneficent. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah